You was talking about radio, and you starting off, your energy, your name is big. When Hot 97 was coming together, they never approached you and saying, we need Ralph McDaniels on one
Not
of these.
in the beginning. Yeah. I did work there later.
Okay.
You did?
Yeah, I worked there. I actually worked at Hot for 10 years, but I was on the weekends, so nobody knew it.
Okay.
But it was fine for me because I could still do my thing, traveling and directing and doing everything else.
Right.
But Flex had saw me one day. He was like, yo, you never thought about being on the radio? And I was like, not really. He was like, man, you need to be on the radio, bro. We need you. Now, Video Music Box made Hot 97 hot.
Right.
Because Hot 97 was cold when it first dropped. Nobody was listening to Hot 97. I don't know whether they was listening to BLS, Kiss, or whatever.
Kiss,
98.7.
98.7, yeah.
I'm looking at it. Flex is a dude that is he's one of the top DJs at the time, and that's why they hire him. He's the first hiree at Hot 97. I go, man, Flex is doing his thing. He's also doing parties with us. I know him through Chuck Chillout. That's Flex's, protege.
Right.
I mean, that's Chuck's protege. Is Flex.
Right.
And so Flex is doing all the clubs. I mean, he's the hot dude out there. He's doing his thing. I'm like, yo, I'm giving parties. Once again, I go back to that. We need Flex to do some parties for us. Flex is doing parties. Flex gets hired at Hot 97 or Hot 103 actually at the time.
It was?
And yeah, because it was like a freestyle record station.
Right.
And so Flex is playing freestyle records and slipping in hip hop records. Then it's going more to hip hop.
What's a freestyle record?
Like
Wonder
if I take you home.
Oh, that's a freestyle record.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I didn't know that was considered a freestyle record.
In Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yeah.
Okay.
It was,
Right.
Okay.
breaking the
Yeah.
I learned,
the
okay,
Bronx.
bet. All right,
So Flex then goes on to become, the poster child of this station, and which he should, because he was at the time, he's that dude.
Right.
And he's focused. He's understanding how to make records. He's working at a record label. He knows how to get it going. I go, man, we need to get, Flex in the mix of everything that we're doing. Flex, we're gonna come up to the station and we're gonna bring the Video Music Box cameras up there. Once again, we want to get those numbers up.
Right.
Wherever's popping off at, we want to be there.
Right.
Flex goes, all right, cool. Flex says, yo, it's cold out here in the streets for us, Ralph. We did an event, 50 people showed up. I said, all right, well, we'll do what we can to help. And we go on. Angie Martinez, she's a little girl. Big Dennis, they kids. And we're all kids. And so it pops off. And then Flex told me this later on. He said, man, do you know, after you came there, the next time we had an event, there was 300 people there. He said, Ralph, you brought us, and management didn't really notice. They just figured they was doing something right on their side. But it was a video show that was so popular, that little moment made it pop off.
Right.
And that's what was the fire that Hot 97 needed to get going a little bit. It would have happened anyway, I believe it would have.
Right.
Because hip hop was growing, the artists were growing. But I think that it made it a little bit easier, and because the streets were like, what's Hot 97? Okay.
Right.
Ralph was there.
Wow. If you really look back, wow. I mean, that's just, it's incredible when you think about the impact that this show had on this whole culture and the growth of it. You were like the tastemaker.
I guess it was just me, what I liked. I played some weirdo shit sometimes, and people like,
What was the weirdo shit?
it could be some punk rock, whatever, that I saw, and I went somewhere to the club downtown.
And you was like, I like
This is kind of hot. Let's
Yeah.
see what happens, And people would go, that's how we started Nervous Thursdays with Crazy Sam. Because it was called Nervous because it was nervous. The music,
Right.
I don't know, it's just
Yeah, I
kinda
don't know. It was
nervous.
nervous. Yeah.
And Sam would be like, yo, man, give me some real shit, Ralph, man, because this is some weirdo stuff you keep giving me. That's why I call it Nervous Thursday. You're crazy. It all mixes up together. All right. But that was the whole idea. And, and some of the stuff became, it became hits. Anything, like hip hop, the sound of it changes every couple of years. Some people say it's every 5 years or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, when it's changing, it sounds weird. by the 5th year, it's not weird anymore.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You know,
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Right.
That's why I always, you know, a lot of my peers be like, oh man, I can't stand this new music. And I'm like, this new music, you don't know where the potential of this is going to go.
Where
This
it's
could
gonna
be
land
some
at.
incredible, most incredible
That's what we
thing
spoke
ever.
about yesterday.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, look, I'm not
Shout out to my
20,
young
I'm not
boys.
15 years old, so I don't even understand what y'all are talking about. But I'm pretty sure there's something that y'all can communicate with,
Right.
you know?
It's something that you're getting out of this
Right.
that I might be missing.
Right, and
I
I'm
get
cool
it.
with that.
Right.
But you know, I'm just listening to it like a DJ for a vibe sometimes.
Exactly. And that's where I hear it at, and I keep saying sonically right now, I don't hear it. But we talked about Boogie being on B Love's record, and he brought a
Rhythm.
harmony to it, rhythm to it. So maybe where they're gonna go is, if they go that route, then it might be something bigger. You know what I'm saying? And maybe if they hear drill on beat,
Right.
why do we think that drill has to be off
Right.
beat? It can be on beat.
Right.
You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
I think part of that is like the culture's not outside no more. You know what I mean? You sharpen your weapons outside
With
in the
iron, with
cypher,
other-
corners, open mics, showcases. You don't see these things no more. So it's a lot of time. It's like somebody rapping in their house and then they go to the studio. You know what I
That's a
mean?
fact.
It never got to, you know, where you're gonna, I like what he did with, oh yeah, this guy's nice. I can learn some things from him. You know what I mean?
I can't wait
They're not
till
getting
music.
those.
I can't wait till music goes back to collaboration again. That's when I feel like it was at its best, when you had the real producers and the songwriters, when you had other rappers even just coming to your session, bringing their vibe to it.
Rapping
You
is
didn't
about
plan
music. It isn't necessarily about music anymore. It's about money.
it. Yeah.
It's about likes. It's about views. It's
It's
about
a vibe.
yeah. It's not. That's why these kids is talking about, to me, like, you know, dissing, you know, South Side, or dissing Brooklyn, or dissing in you know, Flatbush and out there with the whole with those kids out there. It's crazy, you know, and everybody gets excited. It's like a fight after school, and then you know, but the person that's making music and you know sounds nice, nobody's paying attention to that. Like my man G would say, it's like bad is good now, you know. So anything bad is good, and I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, if you do something bad, all of a sudden everybody's excited and they want to see it.
Well, they were, at one point, people looked at hip hop like that. Like hip hop was bad.
Right.
What was the vibe like back then? Like
Nobody
early
wanted to hear
90s.
it.
Yeah.
Black folks in position hated hip hop music
Why do you think that is?
because it wasn't Stevie Wonder on piano. It wasn't Earth, Wind and Fire doing the vocals.
That's what we talked about
Right.
yesterday. Yeah. Jazz.
It wasn't jazz.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't none of that. It was a DJ going and some dude going, yes, yes, y'all, to the beat, y'all. And they were like, oh, hell no.
That's not real music.
That's not real music.
What we saying about drill music?
Right.
That's not real music.
Yeah. Imagine where it could go.
Right.
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 Point taken.
That was it. And so that's when you first went to a radio. I was with Russell Simmons when he first took records to radio stations, black radio stations. And you know, this is back then in the 80s. Everybody looked like the Whispers at the radio station. And so they'd be like, yes, brother, can we help you? What's happening, brother? I got my record, man, you know, we put it on, boom, boom, back. And they like, no. We don't play
Not
that.
this.
We don't play that. We don't play
So
that.
who was the first dude that y'all took it to that took a chance on it and played it?
Yeah.
The first person, let's go back to the Sugar Hill Gang. Back in the days, what you call them, rapping, what's the name of Sugar Hill Gang record? I'm old, right? I don't even remember that. But whatever the case is, KTU played that record first. KTU was a disco station. The reason why they played that record first, because it sounded like Chic Good Times,
Yeah.
which was a breakbeat
Right.
with singing on it, produced by a big disco group, right? A big disco group, Chic, Nile Rodgers,
Right.
and that's why they played it, because it was like, oh, this is like an extension of that, and it's rapping, and they put that, and that's what broke that record. Immediately after that, WBLS was like, whoa, we gotta play this record because there's no way this dance station can beat us to a hip hop record. And we're aware of hip hop, but we're just not playing it. So immediately they had to start playing that record like right behind that, you know. So yeah, that was the beginning of black stations going, okay, because there was no hip hop station.
At all.
Now you got a 24-hour hip hop station.
Yeah.
That didn't even exist. Now kids don't even listen to radio stations anymore. Which is, now a computer is controlling what people, well, we would like to believe a computer is controlling.
Exactly.
Right.
Pay attention.
What kids are listening to.
Right.
But they can tell you anything now, you know, because you don't see these people in the clubs. No. They're not going to the clubs. They're not going to the showcases. They're not, you know, at Smack. You know, they're not at none of that.
You can't even ask somebody, yo, Spotify, why you keep sending me this record?
Right. Because somebody paid for it. People sometimes get me mixed up with The Box. There was a channel called The Box where you used to pay.
I remember you used to pay, and then a video would pop up and all that.
In the beginning, it was pure. It came out of the South. And it was kids, that's why you started, the first videos that you started to see a lot of was artists from Florida, Miami, Atlanta, Alabama, Louisiana, all those artists, that was, boom, they were like, I never even heard this. Who's this dude?
Right.
You know, MC Shy D, Luke, this one, that one. And that's how that channel got started, because it was really a South thing.
Right.
Once the labels figured out that, oh, so you just have to pay for it, and okay, so I'm gonna give you $10,000 and just sit there and
play all the stuff I want.
Play all my stuff on my list.
Play Aaliyah, because Aaliyah dominated the box for a minute.
Because I knew companies that existed that was their job.
Right.
I'm like, what do y'all do? Like all of a sudden y'all just popped up and y'all it's popping over here. What y'all do? Well, you know, we're the ones that pay for the channel. We're the ones that are
facilitated.
You know, making the Aaliyah pop up all the time.
To facilitate that.
Right. You know? And so that's been happening since before, you know, likes being bought and views being bought and all of this, you know,
thank you, Ralph.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ralph.
So as a tastemaker, being that you didn't take the money, what kind of a...
I should be, people go, you should be a millionaire. And I'm going like, well, maybe we should have been more creative in how to spend that money at that particular time instead of taking it. Now people have gotten more creative. Back then I was like, I don't have nothing to do with it, you know.
Right.
But people have got more creative. So you're not walking up to the radio station, yo man, I got a bag, and handing it to, you know, whoever.
Yeah, speak to the marketing team. Yeah. Right.
That's me.
I'm having a birthday party next week.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I need to pay for.
Yeah.
Bring me 10 TVs.
That's what happens now. Right.
Or like you said, they drop off the new Kanye sneakers.
Exactly.
No, 10 pairs of them.
10 pairs.
10 pairs.
Right.
A whole box of them.
Yeah. It's a gift.
It's a gift.
You do what you like with them.
This hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to see.